Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Breaking a huge shift for the Raiders organization within the past 24 hours. 2 executives stepped down, including the president, who says he was fired for being a whistleblower. Raiders owner Mark Davis announced President Dan Ventrelli is no longer with the team and declined to comment further. As for Ventrelli, he told the Review-Journal he received, quote, multiple written complaints from employees that Mark Davis created a hostile work environment and engaged in other potential misconduct. Also leaving the Raiders, Chief Operations and Analytics Officer Jeremy Aguero, who just resigned after 7 months.
Huge roles in landing the Raiders and Allegiant Stadium here. Seems like Aguero said he's taken this time off, kind of for the first time in 30 years to have personal time with his family. Huge upheaval in the front office of the Raiders. LVCVA President Steve Hill called it that himself.
On top of all that, the Raiders have also released running back Trey Regis. In other news, a judge adds more time to a killer's prison sentence, a man who had the gall to wink at our photographer during the hearing. A jury previously convicted Sean Eisenman for first-degree murder in the 2015 killing of a man near U.S. Highway 95. On Thursday, the judge added 8 years due to Eisenman's use of a deadly weapon. The defense attorney says that makes no sense since Eisenman is already sentenced to life without parole. And law enforcement and the FBI are calling this crime sextortion. It involves juvenile victims as young as 8 years old. It's been increasing and evolving in the past few years. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour tells us what it is and how the FBI in Las Vegas is trying to stop it. Renee?
Jen, the definition of sextortion is when anonymous adults pretending to be children online initiate contact with an unsuspected juvenile victim, gaining their trust to exchange explicit photos, and once they have them, demand more lewd images or money under the threat of humiliation. The practice has been going on for years, and it's used to affect mostly young, vulnerable girls, says the new head of the FBI in Las Vegas, Special Agent in Charge Spencer Evans. But in recent years, boys increasingly have been targeted. One theory for the increase is that the pandemic allowed for children to live more online.
Probably due to the fact that there's just more encrypted apps and more ways to contact kids these days. The number of, online video game platforms, anonymous messaging apps, has proliferated, and with that, the opportunity to exploit children continues to go up in a commensurate fashion.
The perpetrators then take the conversations to encrypted messaging apps, which makes suspects harder to track by law enforcement. Evans encourages parents to talk to their children about internet dangers, and if a crime is detected, should save the digital interactions and contact police. Jen?
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. Happy Friday. Today was just slightly breezy, but gear up for a gusty Mother's Day weekend. Clark County is issuing an air quality dust advisory for Sunday, but really the next 3 days are expected to be windy, so officials recommend driving slowly if you're traveling on unpaved roads. Right now, the winds are still in the double digits with temps in the 80s. Should get down to the 70s by 11 p.m., then 60s overnight. On to your gusty Saturday with a high of 95 and low of 66 degrees. Winds blowing around 25 miles per hour. On Mother's Day, it should reach over 30 miles per hour with highs falling to the 80s. Then 70s Monday through Thursday before a warm-up on Friday. In Lifestyle, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. A showcase for new home technology returns to Las Vegas. The 2023 New American Home is being built in the Skya community in Henderson. It'll be unveiled at next winter's International Builders Show, which returns to Vegas after 2 years in Orlando. Plus, great news for Enrique Iglesias fans. The Latin superstar's only U.S. shows for this year will be at Resorts World Las Vegas on September 16th and 17th. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. through AXS.com or Resorts World's website. In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Las Vegas home prices set another record, but as sales fall, The median price for a previously owned home was $475,000 in April, up 3% from March. But only 3,000 homes sold, down 8% from March.
Low mortgage rates were really the main fuel for the housing boom of the past year or so, and those have definitely slipped away at this point. But and so as a result, we are seeing fewer homes selling. We're seeing more inventory coming on the market. But again, prices are still climbing very fast to record highs.
The average 30-year home loan is around 5.2%, up almost 3% from a year ago, according to Freddie Mac, and the highest point since 2009. Bally's Corporation is picked to run a planned casino in Chicago. The company, which is buying the Tropicana, was selected from 3 finalists. In addition to the casino, Bally's plans to build a hotel tower and theater on the site of the Tribune Publishing Center.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the mobile app today. Out at the Toshiba Plaza, both Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol weighed in and made the marks for their upcoming WBA light heavyweight title fight taking place T-Mobile Arena on Saturday. Here's a look at some of the highlights.
12 rounds for the WBA Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Live on DAZN pay-per-view.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Michael the Wizard Kipnis has been a professional horse racing handicapper since 1986 and has picked 6 out of the last 16 Kentucky Derby winners. The Las Vegas resident analyzes the entire 20-horse field for Saturday's race at Churchill Downs, designating each horse as a contender or pretender. For the Wizard's complete breakdown and all the Kentucky Derby odds, go to lvrj.com.
In health, with Mother's Day this weekend, a reminder that a mammogram can save the mothers in your life. The St. Rose Dominican Hospitals provide free mammograms and other exams for those in need through the Red Rose program.
We do want our participants to know that we are here to help them step by step to be able to have their mammograms done and also to attend their appointments with the specialist as if they need a clinical breast exam.
To learn more, visit strhosehospitals.org. In entertainment, good news for anyone looking for a place to eat. The Review Journal relaunches its taste section this Sunday, covering restaurant and bar openings as well as the growing beer and wine scenes here in Las Vegas. You can look for it in this Sunday's paper. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you on Monday for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.